Okay. Describe photos yourself today. And why do I think these words that you are going to learn or reinforce if you have already watched the other video in the Facebook page? You can use them to describe anything, any TV show, any frame you are seeing on the screen, on a magazine, images that you see in your daily life. You can use them as well with the other vocabulary we have been covering or other that you learn to describe anything you may want. And the words we're going to learn are in front of, behind, next to, etc., etc. You are going to use them to practice in your own time. The reason many people don't learn languages is because they don't get in charge of their own education. Instead of just expecting to receive the words and not practice, you should practice, because if not, you are going to forget. So yeah, after disclaimer, bienvenidos a la clase. Welcome to the class. And we're going to start. Okay, this you can even Google. I mean, it's the easy part. What I'm going to provide is the examples and the pronunciation of a native Spanish speaker. So, in front of, delante de, behind, detrás de, next to, al lado de, over, sobre, under, debajo de, inside of or in between, entre. So we're going to be using these two colors because we have already learned the colors. In case you forgot, this orange would be naranja, and this blue, we would call it azul. So we're going to be using this to describe all these words. Delante de, in front of, delante de. El azul está delante de el naranja. The correct way would be del naranja. So, el azul está delante del naranja. El azul está detrás del naranja. El azul está detrás del naranja. Blue is behind the orange color. So in this case, we would say azul está detrás del naranja. El azul está al lado del naranja. El azul está al lado del naranja. Sobre. Sorry for the bar. Sobre. Sorry, I cannot move my mouse here. So over is sobre. El azul está sobre el naranja. El azul está sobre el naranja. Sobre. Debajo de. Debajo de. Debajo de. So in this case, el azul, the blue color, el azul está debajo del naranja. El azul está debajo del naranja. So the blue color is under the orange color. Now, this we are going to use it in many examples, but in this case, we can also say that it's inside of or into something. It's not exact in English, of course, but in Spanish, we would say en, or dentro de, dentro de. But in this case, we are going to see the word en. So the blue color, el color azul, the blue color, el color azul, está en el color naranja. The blue color is in the orange color, because we're not saying right now the shapes. Está en el color naranja. Now, the next examples, it's going to be more clear, because in this example, it's a little hard. El azul, the blue color, está entre, in between two orange boxes. Entre. Now we're going to see more examples, don't worry. And again, I leave the list here in case you just want to memorize at first, but remember, try to use it in your daily life while describing images or something. For example, this is a Pixar image. Fair use because this is educational. Delante de, in front of, delante de. So we already learned vocabulary from the living room in the last 3 lessons. So you can review, but I will put the English word as well here. Una mesa delante del sillón. A table in front of the armchair. As you can see in the image, una mesa delante del sillón. Delante del sillón. The reason why this word, you don't have to learn it right now, but the reason why instead of putting de, I am putting del is because, this word sillón, that's armchair, we would say el sillón, the armchair. El sillón, the armchair. So if we put de el sillón, that sounds wrong and that it actually is grammatically incorrect. So that's why we have una mesa delante del sillón. A table in front of the armchair. But we're going to now insist on the Spanish. How to use it in case you are like browsing a magazine or anything you may be watching, and don't get discouraged and not get discouraged to make mistakes, is in case you don't know the word, just practice the word that you do know. A table delante del armchair. I mean, it's a Spanglish, it's a combination of English or Spanish, but the point is that you are practicing the words that you do know in Spanish, even if you do not know every single word in Spanish. So you practice each time you are seeing an image. But again, the correct way would be una mesa delante del sillón. Where do you see the coffee table? La mesa está delante del sillón. Okay, in the same way, we already know. La mesa, uh, you're welcome, Thishan. There's an armchair behind the table. Hay un sillón detrás de la mesa. Hay un sillón detrás de la mesa. Hay un sillón detrás de la mesa. Now, in case you want to know this word, chimenea, 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 chimenea. Hay una chimenea detrás del sillón. Hay una chimenea detrás del sillón. Let's pretend like this dog is mine or yours, and this dog is not yours. So if I say al lado de, al lado de, hay un perro al lado de mi perro, my dog. There's a dog next to my dog. Hay un perro al lado de mi perro. Now, we already learned this word, gato, cat, gato. And over, sorry, the colors are wrong, but whatever. Sobre, sobre, sobre. Hay un gato sobre la mesa. There's a cat over the table. Not the correct way of saying it in English. That's why I didn't put the translation. In Spanish, it would be hay un gato sobre la mesa. Sobre la mesa. Now, and we are going to again see this in the next lesson as well. But this is the word en. 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 So it would be the same of saying, okay, hay un gato sobre la mesa. It's the same as saying, hay un gato en la mesa. Hay un gato en la mesa. En la mesa. Hay un gato en la mesa. Now, in the same way, the word debajo de, hay una mesa debajo del gato. There's a table under the cat. Hay una mesa debajo del gato. Hay una mesa debajo del gato. Now we're going back to the word en. En. There's a girl in the living room, as we can see, right? This is the living room, clearly. So we say, hay una niña en la sala. As you can see, en, it's another way of saying that the girl is inside the living room. She is in the living room. So that's what we are meaning when we were saying en. Hay una niña. Hay una niña en la sala. There's a girl in the living room. En la sala. Sala is the word for living room. We already saw that, but let's review. Hay una niña en la sala. Hay un gato en la mesa. Entre. 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 Hay un perro blanco. Hay un perro blanco entre dos perros cafés. There's a white dog between two brown dogs, right? There's this white dog here. So we would say, hay un perro blanco entre dos perros cafés. Hay un perro blanco entre dos perros cafés. Gracias. We can review if you want, only in Spanish. So you can listen to this on your morning while you brush your teeth over and over again. Hay una mesa delante del sillón. Hay una mesa delante del sillón. Hay un sillón detrás de la mesa. Hay un sillón detrás de la mesa. Chimenea. Okay. Hay una chimenea detrás del sillón. Hay una chimenea detrás del sillón. Hay un perro al lado de mi perro. Hay un perro al lado de mi perro. Hay un gato sobre la mesa. Hay un gato sobre la mesa. Hay una mesa debajo del gato. Hay una mesa debajo del gato. Hay una niña en la sala. Hay una niña en la sala. Hay un gato en la mesa. Hay un gato en la mesa. Hay un perro blanco entre dos perros cafés. Hay un perro blanco entre dos perros cafés. Gracias, gracias. Now that's all in Spanish, right? Remember, any doubt and the presentation will be on the comments on the Facebook page. And I will see you in another time. Gracias. Y adiós, adiós, hasta luego, adiós.